Hey there, what's up guys? Bryan here. Hope you're all doing okay. Today let's talk about relative keys. So that's essentially saying that two keys are related. Let's just find out the reason why we should know about relative keys. Well, it's good for a number of reasons. For example, you can compose better by knowing the different alternatives that you can use when choosing chords. So when you're composing, if you're stuck on a choice of chord, you can generate some ideas from using the idea of relative keys. Another good reason for knowing about the relative keys is that in a major chord, you can think in a minor kind of way. For example, if you're a rock player and you know a lot more minor licks and phrases than you do major licks, then that will really benefit you if you wanted that kind of sound, if you wanted to put in certain phrases which are phrased in minor. You can try and apply those ideas into different contexts. As long as you know how to do it, you do it the correct way, it'll sound okay. I'll demonstrate some of that later in the video, perhaps towards the end. But let's talk about the fundamental ideas behind this. It links into modes a little bit, but basically if you've got C major key, C major chord, or C major scale, if you just start on the sixth note of that, which is going to be A, in this case I'm going to start on the A, which is the open fifth string, and play exactly the same notes, you actually get A minor scale, okay, A natural minor. And for example, if I play the C major chord again, if I let go of the C and just play an open A for the root of the chord, it becomes an A minor chord. So as you can see from that, A minor and C major are very related. Another example can be the C bar chord over here. If I play an A as a root instead of the C, I also get an A minor. Because they share a lot of common notes. In this way, you can actually see that there's a C major triad. If you don't know about triads, check out the other video, which I'll link here, over there. So a C major triad can be found here, and you just simply put another C at the bottom as a bass note. But when you play the same triad on top and change the bass note down to an A, it changes the whole chord. It becomes A minor 7. Of course, you can also say that it's a C/A, meaning C chord with an A on the bass. So it depends on the context all of the time, really. So you might also know it from doing modes, that the A minor can be called an Aeolian scale, meaning it's the sixth mode, derived from the C major scale. In simple terms, just playing C major scale, starting on the sixth note. You could also do it the other way around. So if you're in a minor key, let's take A minor, for example. You can simply start on the flat third of that scale, and you will get its relative major. C major. In terms of the chord, you'll see how 6 chords are generated. You might have seen C6 somewhere. It's basically an A minor open chord. If you use your pinky to play the C instead as the root, so if you were using C instead of A. And the only difference between this chord and the C major open chord is the A over here. So yeah, A minor chord, to a C6 chord. Let's talk about some of the uses of it, right? How do we apply it to our playing after studying this knowledge? For example, if you're on a C major chord vamp, you don't always have to play C major scale. You don't always have to think of a C major scale. You see, most of those phrases generated then sounded too majory to my ears, so it sounded too nice. If I wanted to make it sound more mean, I might have to change the way of thinking. So this time I'm gonna think in terms of A minor and perhaps throw in a few A minor pentatonic licks, right? But keeping in mind we're actually still in C major. Some of you might also notice that some of those phrases that I was trying to play in A minor pentatonic thinking is actually exactly the same as C major pentatonic, right? A minor pentatonic, A minor pentatonic. If you start on the flat third, which is C, that's going to be also relative to each other, right? So you can do it also the other way around, which is if the chord is A minor. Okay, let's do like an A power chord, A5. That obviously fits because I'm thinking A minor pentatonic phrases over A minor chord. But what if I was to think more in terms of C major? You might get a different sound because you've changed the thinking, which means the concept is different. So you might get a different outcome. I've been played the whole C major scale over the A minor, and it still sounds fine. So the phrases themselves kind of change flavoring. They change the color depending on how you think of them. But knowing this theoretical knowledge allows us to put things into different contexts. So your homework is to find the different relative major and minor chords in all 12 different keys. So then you can put on a backing track and play along and think differently. Think in terms of major phrases or minor phrases. Like throw in a few rock licks or pop licks, funk fills, guitar ad-libs, all of them. And on a side note, actually, check out Knocking on Heaven's Door, Guns N' Roses version, and you'll hear how Slash solos in between the verses and the choruses. The song is in G. just a 1, 5, 4. And I believe he goes. Can you see how all of this noodling resembles an E minor pentatonic shape? But at the same time, it feels like to me it's also in G major pentatonic. Try it for yourselves and see if you can throw in some E minor pentatonic licks over a G chord. That should work. I really need to get a looper pedal. If anyone wants to sponsor me, that'll be great. Cheers. Thank you so much for watching this video. Since you made it this far, I hope you got something out of it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and go and watch more videos. Don't forget to ring the bell as well. Cheers.